Hello and welcome. I'm Mercy, the Game Master here at HereThereBeMonsters, and we're here with another Power Hour working stream. Today we need to clean up after session 8 because holy Hannah. There were 18 things on the to-do list that the players said that they wanted to do with their characters during the kind of 6 hours from supper time until midnight. And they did 5. I'm actually kind of surprised. If you've seen the session, I won't spoil it, but if you've seen the session, I'm kind of surprised they even got 5 out of 18 done. But wow. It was a crazy session though. I actually think it was probably one of the best sessions that we've had so far, but not according to plan. I think we can say pretty safely, pretty firmly. Hi, or and hello, Timo. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, wow, that was there was a lot of improv going on there, which I think I did okay at. I could have done better. I think I would have done better if I had been expecting it. It is very rare that I do much prep for D&D sessions. I generally prefer to improv. However, there were some things that we've been working toward that were anticipated to happen last session. So I had done a lot of prep, and yeah. Yeah. Also, real quick before we actually truly get into the D&D stuff, reminder, if you're a patron, Patreon stream tonight in a little less than 4 hours, actually, in discord.gg/HereThereBeMonsters in the Patreon channel. Going to be doing things a little bit different than normal tonight. I mean, the same basic format, but we haven't done an evening Patreon stream in a long time. So we're going to be cooking and eating dinner. Of course, just chatting, hanging out, playing some Discord games, and then gonna do some crafting. I don't know if Pixie actually got much prepped for cosplay stuff, so that may or may not be happening, but we'll be working on the ship model, at least, that I started during the subathon. I like how cordial y'all are with the fight for first. Still need to go watch the last episode's video, episode 7. Oh dear. Oh dear, yes, because episode 8 will be going up on Friday. I guess that's the other bit of news. So we're not streaming on Twitch Friday and Saturday like we normally would, because it is we're going to celebrate our 10-year anniversary. But the YouTube video will go up on Fridays. That way you have something to watch while we're there. Also a phone call, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. We usually end up working a little bit over our timers anyway, but the package that we paid for our car when we bought it a couple weeks ago, which was supposed to cover oil changes and air filters, now they're trying to tell us it doesn't cover air filters. So they're trying to charge us like 115 bucks. So that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, right? I mean, for the labor and stuff too, but still. All right. What the heck? What are we doing? We have a paper contract. We do, but I don't know what Pixie did with it, is the short version. It was, she put it in the visor, like the fold down visor in the top of the car. And then, of course, 5 minutes later fell out in her lap when she needed to use the visor. And then I vaguely remember her yeeting it somewhere, and then I don't know where it is now. So hopefully we can find it. The labor of undoing a clip, right? Right? Yeah. I mean, I could see... Hi, Michael. We did say air filter, yes. You're good. You went rollerblading last night for the first time in a very long time and you're feeling it. Well, good for you. I went for a like a 4K walk today, and I hadn't done that in a long time, and oh man. I feel like also I need to zoom the camera out a little bit. I used to always do that for these streams, and I was avoiding doing it because this is broken right now. But I need to because it looks weird having that thing hovering over my head otherwise. You have rollerblades in your bedroom that you haven't used because you found it. Oh no! Were you not able to return them? You converted awe into an emoji. I mean, it's not a bad emoji, but that is kind of interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I might as well tell a story, right? We're already off the rails here. So this one has had an issue with the connection in it, the electrical connection in it, ever since we got it. And we were never quite able to figure out how to fix it. But it was pretty responsive to percussive maintenance. So you could take it and just kind of like pop, pop on the shelf, and then it would work, usually. Sometimes you'd have to do it a couple times. So that's all I was doing, not particularly forcefully or whatever. And then I think you can kind of see it. The tip of that thing, like the inner part of the play button, the tip of it busted off. I just like tap, tap, tap. Broken. Yup. So we'll get a new one at some point, but that was frustrating. They were on sale, so you're gonna keep them, so you can hopefully use them someday. Gotcha. Could be a forehead stream that might be new. Sounds like poor soldering. That was my guess, yes, but I don't know anything about how that stuff works. All right, speaking of work, let's get some work done. Awesome. Thank you, Enola. Also, if anybody here hasn't already done so, our Session 7 video could very much use some love. It has 3 likes so far, one of which is me. So if you haven't had a chance to watch Session 7, here's a plug to do that sometime this week or this weekend, because remember, we're gone Friday, Saturday when we would normally be streaming. Also, Session 8 will be going up on YouTube on Friday morning. So the first couple things that we need to do here is just kind of dealing with the fallout of Saturday's session as far as note-taking and whatnot goes. Right, Tim? It doesn't do it by default, actually. speaking of liking, actually, if you haven't liked this live stream yet, that's also a great way to help spread our content to more people. And it's free, the best cost ever. All right, so we've got session. I guess we don't know when session 9 will be yet. So what happened was I had done a bunch of prep that didn't end up getting used, and that was in the notes for session 8. So we need to kick that over to the session 9 notes, because the vast majority of that stuff still needs to be used. You do like this, so why not? Well, thank you. You're not getting paid for thumbs up? Oh, crap. Okay, that's like one of the only things from my notes that actually did get done. Okay, and that got done. Hey, Candy, how are you? Okay, and we did talk about that, so that can go. Okay, we talked about that. We did not get to that. We did not get to that. We did not get to that. 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 All right. Right, Tim? I like that plan. I need to cut one line out of these notes. There's a really bad page break. What can I take out of here? Thank you, Michael. Dang it, I don't know what to get rid of. I could make it smaller, but I hate doing that as a solution. Okay, fixed it. That way my notes aren't just super sad. You don't know if you can handle a recap of the last session? Oh, I'm not recapping it to you guys because that would be spoiler heavy. But I am cleaning up my notes and trying to figure out what to do henceforth. Okay. So, of the 4 pages of prep that I had done for that session, 3 pages of it gets to go whoop right on over to the session 9 notes. Got all that cleaned up. Kittens are sleeping. How's the acclimation going? Hopefully better than you were thinking. All right, so session 9 notes are ready to go. Now we need to clean up the session 8 notes, and there are definitely a handful of things to do here. So that did not become an issue. That was dealt with. That was dealt with. None of those things were... Actually, and everything else from there can get deleted from the session 8 notes. Can you separate them at all so they can get used to each other's scents? Like, can you lock one in the bathroom or something, Candy? Okay, session 9 prep is done, essentially. Session 8 notes are now cleaned up and appropriate. Hi, Lily. Thank you. Pixie and I went and got haircuts together on... When did we do that? I guess Sunday, before we went to Thadris' race. I appreciate it. Okay, so that is done. I do need to note... All right, so we created another NPC while we were there. Yet again, I won't say anything about who or why or what have you. So I need to go into world building, and this is an NPC in Capstone. So I can go and grab that. So a quick question about XP. Are some people going to be temporarily throttled for reasons, asking for a friend and then giving the XP at another time? There are some people that are definitely on my to message list about that. So it's I guess great minds think alike. Okay, so I guess I can put this under here. So this is... Making some notes about this NPC so we can reuse him if need be. I'm hoping, since we don't have a ton of prep for session 9 that we need to do, that we can do some map building today in the second half. You messaged me, don't stress. Okay, yeah, I haven't even looked at it yet. You messaged Fox that she gave... Oh, sweet. Okay. I read those in the wrong order. Okay. Notes about that NPC are done. I might be able to get a little bit more done today than I was thinking. Also, I need to drink my water. My electrolyte water. Because, yeah, that walk kicked my butt earlier. That's hilarious. I think that's a person, right? I'll explain in a second. Wow. So there's a section where I have like known NPCs, like kind of known but not major NPCs. And the previously added in there is Jacob, who the party met and did some work for. He did some work for Rubato. And then the NPC that we created on Saturday that I just spent a little bit of time noting is named Lloyd. I won't say anything about who Lloyd is or what he did or whatever, because I know a lot of people have not seen Session 8 yet. But that is very amusing to me that the currently list of non-major known NPCs are Jacob Lloyd, who, if you don't know the name, is the actor that played young Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars Episode 1 of Phantom Menace. Those were created weeks apart from each other, and definitely not with the effort of making that reference, but that's pretty funny that worked out that way. Okay, I also need to message a couple of players, so we can actually do that right now. He's good at fixing things. Well, it's two different NPCs actually. Interestingly enough. Okay. DMs, but not that DM. Mark is unread. Okay. Pull up. Where? There you are. Oh, then one is good as and the other one's evil. You need to bring balance. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. That absolutely should be a thing. I make no promises, but that idea is hilarious. Okay, I also need to message Rubato's player. Well, okay, hold on. Before I spill the beans on something here, I need to do a little bit of digging. What have I told Rubato's player about this thing? I have to find the right notes for this. So, you know what? I was thinking about something, but I can kind of promo this at you guys too. I was going to hit our patrons up for this, but really it's not a Patreon specific thing. That was just the context where I thought of it. I want to get started uploading YouTube shorts from clips of our D&D campaign. Those of you that are rewatching videos, when you do so, if you find something that would make a good, 15 to 90 second long clip to become a YouTube short, if you can get a timestamp for me and send that to me in Discord, if we end up using it, we'll credit you in the description. Thought that might be kind of a fun little way to reward people for helping us out. Okay, the thing that I was looking for is not in the notes where I thought it was. Is it in character info, GM notes, Rubato? When you figured out the 2 hours after your break was a poop show. Well, so I don't think it changed anything, right? Because I'm role playing just like they are. So the NPC in question would have still acted the way that they did. So it was hilarious, but not because what happened shouldn't have happened. Has anybody died to things that they caused themselves yet? Because those always make great clips. I probably can't really answer that without spoilers, which we try not to do during these streams. But I do appreciate the suggestion for sure. Okay. I did find the notes that I wanted, so now I need to message Rubato's player. Actually, hold on. Let me search. Oh, hey. Discord search actually worked, and worked quickly. Oh, okay. So we can skip a few steps here. Okay. That's done. And hey, look at that. 20 seconds left. So despite the distraction at the start, I actually got done in the first half what I was hoping to get done in the first half. So that's good. I do think so. There's one more thing to do before we get to mapping, but that'll be pretty quick. That's assign EXP. And then we'll get some mapping done. Okay, cool. Break time. Let me pull up the thing and update the overlay. Nope, not that thing. That thing. The overlay. So we'll take a 5-minute break, put 5 minutes on the clock, and then come back and get another half an hour of work done. We will be mapping for the most part in the second half here, so hopefully those of you that enjoy that can hang out. I'll see you in a few. If you haven't been up, stretch your legs and get some water, and I'll see you in a minute. Hey, speaking of getting some water, hello, Amy. Thanks so much for coming by. I hope you're staying cool enough. But yes, break time. I'll be back in a few. Okay. Back. I had to look up some info about the car thing that I mentioned earlier to send to Pixie. I don't think I was too much more than 5 minutes, though. Hopefully just 6 or 7. So let's get another 30 on the clock. Oh, let's get some work done. Amy said, I am. You'll see this when you get back, but our doors are fixed and we're inside the cool. Good. Good. I'm glad. All right. So one more quick thing to do before I get my screen turned over, and that is to assign experience from Saturday's cluster. I mean, session. Sorry. Throat's been acting up. Party folder. How do I even want to handle this? Oh man. Roleplay sessions are so much harder to assign experience for, which is why I tend to lend a little bit more on like session XP for roleplay sessions. I do think that this particular character did some standout stuff. Let me find, oh boy, where did I put that? Notes about how to assign experience. Apparently not in the document that I thought I put it in. Oh, there it is. It's literally called D&D XP. Title idea, right? I know. I have no idea. Actually, I will totally take submissions for what to title the episode 8 video. I legitimately haven't thought about it too much yet, but I don't have any ideas yet. That's probably a little too meta, because there isn't really a misunderstanding in character. Maybe something like that plan went right out the window. You haven't watched yet, but everything's better with defenestration. True. A great card in Magic as well. Okay, I think that's good and fair as far as signing experience goes. And what day was the session? 6/24. That was 4 days ago already. I feel like I've only just woken up from the hangover from that. Okay. Actually, no, this wasn't on my to-do list, but I should ping the group because we talked about look at that bottle of tequila. I should ping the group about next session so we can kind of get those dates sorted out a little bit, or at least get that conversation going. There it is. There's the channel. Okay, so we had talked. Let's see if I can reconstruct now. We can't do this weekend, and we can't do next weekend. So I think we were talking... Oh, we were sort of talking about the 7th, but primarily about the 14th and 15th, I think. I would have a strong preference towards the 15th. What was going on the 21st or 22nd? Why were we not talking about that weekend? Also, apparently I don't have on my calendar when Pixie's parents come to visit. That's mildly disconcerting. Why is that not on there? 15th works for you. Go ahead and throw that in the group chat here in a second, but... Okay. There is that. Experience is assigned. Let's do some mapping. I'm the map. I'm the map. What are we even working on for the map? I don't remember. Hold on. I'm trying to find... Where is... There. Do that. And then on this scene... I need to turn off the working stream. Oh, it doesn't even apply that... I'm curious. Right now, so I'm learning how to use studio mode in OBS recently. Right now, do you guys see the countdown timer up here or not? I think you do. But I am curious. You do. Okay. So then what if I do... Hold on. Okay. Cool. Wow, that's so powerful. Okay. Neat. So now if I do this... Oh, right, but you don't see it. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So then I have to do that. Right. Now you see, now you should see Tailspire, if I'm understanding this correctly. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. It's hard for me to describe what it is that I'm doing and why it matters, but it's just a back end thing for being able to make changes to scenes without changing to those scenes. Because normally in OBS, you just have one scene that's active. That's the one that I see, that's the one that you see, and it's live. But in studio mode, it separates out a second version that operates asynchronously, so I can make changes to it without applying them. Yeah. So I am curious, though. So right now, do you see in the camera, do you see the overlay also? So do you see it twice, once in the camera and once up there? I think yes, if what I'm seeing is, if I'm understanding what I'm seeing correctly. Okay. Okay, so I can't use it for that, which is a little bit of a bummer. But that's okay. That's okay. It's still useful overall. Let's get into our designs. What in the fluff were we doing? It's been a couple weeks since we worked on stuff. Ye old guard camp, indeed. Indeed. I think these were done, and I don't think there was anything. Shh, you're not here? Okay. Thank you for not being here. Yeah, there was nothing else that we still need to do to those. Those are all good. Yes, making the roads big, and then that led us to needing to change around the training area. And I don't think we quite finished this, right? Or did we? I guess there's some detailing to do. We finished expanding it, but we didn't finish installing stuff. And the new gates because of the dual gate attempt. Remind me on that, Orar. Hello, Kale. Whether they folded in. No, I remember that. I can't remember what the context was. Where were we trying to do that? What do we think? I feel like if we're gonna have 3 of one and 2 of one, I feel like archers would be more common than people training to throw weapons, right? So I think we make another archery thing. At the entry, you're talking about in the actual town. You're talking about here. Oh my god. Why is the focal length set so high? Yeah. Yeah, we found actually a pretty good solution for that. I vaguely remember talking about this and being like, oh yeah, that's right, that's right. We combine the 2 buildings together and then I'd put just a little bit of that there. I don't know if that'll end up being anything or not. Make sure that certain paths can fit large creatures for reasons. Yes, well, that was the whole point, was we needed to make the roads bigger so that they could fit large creatures. I thought about that, Orar, but that feels,
Team Rocket, blast off at the
what's the opposite of verisimilitude?
Now, or prepare to fight.
Anti-verisimilitudinal? Rogues like to throw things. Oh yeah, for sure. But I think because this is a military camp, right? So they're more likely to have people that are fighting like up front in that way. This is Chronicler Ken. Hello! Thank you guys so much for coming by the YouTube stream. Super appreciate it. Every little bit helps on YouTube. YouTube is all about those watch hours. And you get watch hours, generally speaking, by having people chat, comment, like, because then your stuff gets shown to more people. So it kind of creates a loop. So thank you guys so much for coming and helping. I hope you've had a decent day. YouTube was for your airsoft adventures. I did not know that you had airsofted. That's pretty fun. I used to as well. I played with a group called Palouse Airsoft back when we lived in the Palouse region of Washington. And then we moved, and I never connected with the Spokane group. I haven't played since then. So kind of shockingly, actually, I think it's been over 10 years since I airsofted, which is wild. I can't believe that it's been that long. First half sucks. The second half, you were determined to outfox everyone, and thus you did. Yes! Yes, you did. Let's go. I did it for 8 years, but mainly stayed in Florida. Okay, let's copy. Oh, it didn't like that. Copy this. We don't need that, and we don't need that, and we don't need the rope, but we do want all of this stuff. Cut. That's pretty much it right there, I think. The height is right. Yeah, nailed it. So what are we doing here? I guess I'll explain because we have a couple of newcomers, at least for these streams. We are working on mapping the entire town of Capstone. That's an insanely ambitious project. I have no idea if we will actually finish it or not, but I think every bit of it that we get done is still cool for the campaign. And so specifically, this is one of the 2 military camps at the town of Capstone. And we used just these tiles to lay out spacing for everything. And kind of determine how many of what types of buildings, as far as barracks, stables, workshops, etc., that we wanted. And then that way we knew what sizes and parameters that we had to work with. So then we're making individual pieces for that. I probably should have done this when we first switched to mapping. So we have a few different barracks buildings done. There's a 2-story and a 1-story. And then eventually there will be a tent barracks as well, because Capstone is very much a town under construction. And then what we're working on is the training area. So we first had made this size, and then we ended up going back and remapping the whole camp because we wanted the roads to be a little bit bigger. Because I was like, crap, the horses need to be able to fit, and stuff. You know, there should be stuff on the roads, and then horses need to be able to fit around the stuff. So anyway, as we made the roads bigger, that made the camp bigger, which made the middle of the camp, which is where the training area is, bigger. So we're going through and making an expanded version of our training area. Sorry, you are actually around now. How to change? Oh, no worries. Welcome back. Welcome back. You fooded. Excellent. I hope you had good food. We never return to Capstone again, right? Well, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing all of this is kind of modular also. Because, like, a training camp, right, that's probably a thing that you could encounter in any number of places, so. Just order Din Din. Ooh, what are we having? The rest of the mac and cheese from last night and burger. Very good. So what else should we have here? We've got, like, a table covered with various weapons for people to train with. We've got a weapons stand. There's probably enough room for 2 of those, but I think it would look weird because it would be the exact same weapon stand, right? And I just think that kind of thing like really throws off how it looks. Also, it's facing the wrong direction. Whoops. So we'll fix that. It just throws off the realistic feeling of it. Oh wait, maybe not. I don't know. I guess would the spear lean in? Yeah, because you'd put it in. It would probably be leaning towards you. I think that makes the most sense. You're spoiled foxy favorite. You're an addict with money for addiction. Enjoy your curry. Parents are going away for a long weekend. Oh, them too. Nice. Okay, so we've got some space to work with, but not as much as it looks like, because that has archery stuff now. Oh, that's kind of awkward though because of the grass. Can we get that dirty? Do we have a 1x1 of dirt? Nature. Oh god, that's not what I want. Although that would potentially work. Going to your grandparents' cottage, but you work on Monday. Gotcha. I wanted this. Oh, there isn't. How's there not a... I mean, there's that, but that's like... that's very different. What does it do if we overlap? How bad is it? It's not too bad. I think I prefer that to the dirt just looking way different. Is there anything we can do? Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe we can expand the whole thing. Then it doesn't have to do that. Yeah, that's even better. We're going to be left with that one random piece of grass, and that is what it is. So then I think for this one now, we no longer want corner piece. We want centerpiece, right? Because people would be walking there. That's kind of the whole point. That is going to annoy me, that one. I don't know what to do about that. Oh, and we're going to run into the same problem this way. If we don't expand the whole thing out. Do we have paved dirt? That's kind of what this is, which is why I'm stuck on it. This one just looks too, I don't know, natural. No, there's no 1x1. That's what's killing me right now. Yeah, it's also too wet. Yeah, I like this. It looks like packed dirt, like it would be in a training area. I mean, people including you, Rocket. Add a square and fill that with centerpieces. Yeah, you were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. I don't like how this changed the dimensions. It was so much cleaner for this one. I like this one's just so good. It's compact and clear. Good evening, Kian. Sorry. Okay. But the Sith have cookies. True. Hold on. What if we just do this? And then replace that probably also. Not great either. Hold on, what was Grey Fox saying next to the grass square? Oh, let me undo. That's what you were talking about. I mean, yeah, that fits there and there, but then we have, actually, it would be this one. Expand it. So the problem is where it fits. So this is making my own D&D game. Well, it's making maps for the D&D game that we are currently playing. The space is predetermined is the problem. Space is from this. It needs to fit here. Otherwise, yeah, in a vacuum, I would totally just make it one larger. I think having this side just be grassy is okay. You know, versus having it be all like muddy and whatever like the rest of it is. But that's gonna annoy the crap out of me. Probably more than it should, but you know. What's up? You know, because we can just put more stuff back here, right? We can put more like decorations and whatever. So I think everything other than the one grassy piece is fine now. Although actually that should be. This is the right size for a big piece. Yeah, we could make it non-symmetrical. I was trying to preserve this kind of diagonal line here. But we could undo that. Maybe. Hold on. Oops, not atmospheric settings. Let me go back and look at boards again. So, Kian, we are running a D&D campaign. That's actually what most of our videos are right now. And this is making maps for the players to be able to act on. In specific, most of the campaign, well, all of the campaign really so far has taken place in and around this town. The area under the spear. Oh, I'll go back and look at that in a second. So if we did extend it out one more here. What would that do? Because we would probably, I'd probably go here, here, here. How does that give us enough space for a horse to move through still? Oh, it does. Maybe we just need to do that. And then we could put the sign and stuff right here or something. I think that'll even it out in a way that won't annoy me as much. Oh, you're thinking one in the middle? Like here? That just makes it the full square, though. Which I was kind of trying to avoid. I think. Oh yeah, I was trying to avoid the overlapping. I like. Well, obviously, if we get rid of that. Add 3 1x1s. I see what you. Well, but the problem is we don't have a 1x1 that has what we want, right? Then it has to be more grass. Although grass would be okay on the outside like that. I don't mind it being kind of ringed in the grass. Oh, wait, actually, this is perfect. It would have been built in a clearing. Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, we're still going to have this spot right here. Oh, no, we won't. No, we won't. Hold on. I see. I see the way forward. Jumping off of Ken's idea. And then delete, move over, grab this one. I know the rest of it's all wonky, but there. Now we have a full 2, 4, 6 blocks there, and we should be able to do the same thing here already. So we just delete that, copy this. Something like that. Can mess with the end pieces a little bit. Probably not that one. Maybe that. Yeah, there we go. I missed one. Wait, where? So then we can go both directions wider. And we can do the same thing over here. We just need to pull out this grass from underneath the targets. Oh, that's fine. Actually, that's like the least effect. Okay, so that's what we've gained. It pushes it out, so the one that has to be naughty is underneath a hay bale. Perfect. You don't even notice, like, because there's just already grass underneath, like, running along the edge here anyway. It's a hidden naughty, exactly. Oh, wait, no, that's not true. It's not true. Crap. We were joking about the space, but this needs to come out one. We did almost have it. It's better than it was. Okay, so that can go back now. If we're going to do that, that can go back to being like this. Okay, here we got it. We got it. I knew it could work when we were looking at it. Nothing's derpy, right? I think we did it. That was way harder than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my god, we're supposed to be done. That's the spot you were talking about. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the big 2x2. I thought you were just being smart. It's like the old game Rush Hour. Oh yeah, I love that game. That's a great travel game. Okay, so we did have to expand it out a bit. So the footprint is larger than anticipated, but it will still fit. Wow. Okay. Well, that took like 20 minutes longer than I thought it was going to. So I think we need to add a couple more dummies, or maybe can we find other... I know we're supposed to be done, but I also had like a phone call and a few things that threw off the timing of the power hour timer up there. Can we find anything else? Like, do we have other training dummies or anything? Miscellaneous exterior. It's true. It's true. Nah. Wagon looks out of place. There's crops. Rip to the fallen fighters. Well, I was thinking the archery would be really close range. Like, I know it's a little derpy, but just because we don't have very much room to work with, right? So I was just thinking, you know, you'd, like, archers would be like here. You could run the range all the way along the long leg. That's true. Wouldn't matter. Are you sure they still couldn't hit the target? What do you think they are? Player characters? So we would have to move my little rest area here, though, which makes me sad because I like that. I think it adds some good flavor. They're clone troopers. Oh, somebody did something. Follow on Twitch or a clip, maybe. Who knows? But also, like, 20 feet for archery, that's really not that bad. And that's about what they're shooting at there, like 15 to 20 feet. We did start off talking about Star Wars. That's true. Our accidental Jake Lloyd NPC. Going for dinner? Lurking? Okay. Have a good dinner. That was a Nola. It looked like the color of the alerts. Okay. Should we? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Maybe here's the thought. Oh, I can't hear the sounds. I don't know why that's not working. I need to look into that still. Hold on. We have to kill these poor archers. There's no way to just remove. You have to kill. Should we just rope off? No, because if we rope off the whole archery, then there's no room left. The ultimate removal. If I bring like a rope out here, I guess if we do that, but we keep the area small, like I was thinking, maybe that's the ticket. Just to give a little more definition to the space, because when it was this, it was okay, but it feels like it's really open now, right? Now it feels like these people would be standing in the way of where the archers should be. Hey, Northwind! Oh my gosh, so many people coming by the stream today. Thank you. Gonna remove you permanently. So if we go down... Going down in an earlier round. You've been following us on YouTube? Oh no, I know. It's just usually the working streams on YouTube, we usually get somewhere between like 3 and 6 people total that come by and like say hi, and usually people, because it's during the day, aren't necessarily able to stay. But there's more than that many people here actively chatting right now. Get rid of one arrow and the axe thing and shove the target dummies in the now. Sorry, hold on. Let me start with that again in a second. Move the dummies to the entrance side. Well, also, right, putting the rope up just kind of makes the whole thing a little less murdery. So whether or not we want to keep ropes on this side, I kind of do like that. But I want to see what it looks like if we go the other way. Just put a rope in front of the rest area. That'll make it safe. Training grounds are not for murder. Yeah, no, we're not training gladiators here. And then obviously you'd need to be able to get into it. You don't think you should try and throw anything from 12 feet? I mean, I don't know. When you go to like axe throwing ranges, I feel like 10 to 20 feet is a pretty normal. I don't think that's bad. I don't think that clutters it up unnecessarily. Well, it's not going to protect you, but it gives, I don't know, it gives like, you know, don't walk over there. So the other thing we can do, right, if we do that, I think we move this rope. I think this one goes down here. Oh, wow, that's a lot of posts. I don't think there's really anything we can do about it, though. And then we can do dummies on around the outside. Around the outside. Yeah, and then we can have, and then there's room for more dummies without it necessarily looking like way more cluttered. And it's a training incident. Accident when it blocks something went wrong. Hello there, Limbo team. This is Tailspire. It's what we play our monthly, what's actually really at this point, it's closer to twice monthly D&D campaign in. Yeah, no problem. Check it out. It's been a lot of fun to use. So then we can do dummies around the outside also. Oh crap, I set it down. I want to be able to copy paste it. That's just so much easier. We can leave a little bit of room for like the rest area. And start, what? That's 2 ropes. So if we go 1, 2 ropes, put a dummy here. It gains new build items all the time. Yeah, it gets updated pretty frequently. I think this isn't bad. Just doing some payroll for your home care team. Gotcha. Well, good on you for getting it done. I don't think that looks too cluttered. And we get more training dummies in also. There could maybe even be something here, but that might clutter it up a little too much. Can we make one bigger? I don't know if these can be scaled up like minis can. Let me see. No, they can't. So I can do that. Hold on. Let me show you my favorite thing so far in Tailspire. The reverse centaur. But why is he wearing Crocs? They do kind of look like, maybe a little more like Converse, but they do sort of look like Crocs. It's a reverse centaur. Oh. Oh Oh god, we're closing in on my 90-minute, which is kind of my max for these streams, though. Getting ass more in my eyes. Okay, so I think the last thing I do want to look at really fast is, are there other like other training dummies or anything? It's not terrible, and if you were gonna have something that would be like mass produced, I think training dummies not a bad thing to have. So I'm not against it. I just want to see if we've got anything else here. We could just have like a Mulan pole. Oh, that was not nearly as big as I thought it was going to be. What about this one? Nope, same thing. Well, whatever. Stack them on top of each other. Climb the pole. Why? Because I said so, Private. For fitness or something. True. Oh, wow. That was really poorly. Physics. Be a man. I think there's just... I don't really think there's anything that could go there without cluttering it up. A dummy would definitely be too much there. Ooh, this is actually kind of cool. Could we do... Hold on, what do we think about that? Like running along? Nah, never mind. I think it's fine the way it was. Put a mud puddle there. All that's like fishing stuff. We've got like some statues. None of that makes sense. Hay. I could make the little hay area bigger, but that'd be a project for next time. I just want to see if there's any other stuff that jumps out. There's a bearskin rug out here. Bottles, buckets, books, fireplaces. Trainer, this is you. Every training ground you've ever seen has a mud puddle. True. True. I mean, if we want to make it a real military camp, right, we can put like some brooms here. Make the... I mean, obviously not like that, but make the privates brush the dirt. Get some real grunt activity going. Camping stuff. Brooms? Yeah, there's brooms in toothbrushes. There's brooms in the barracks as well. And like mops. There's no room for anything like a fire, I don't think. And that would be a little weird anyway. Containers. Is there anything just like coffins? This is where Joe went. Have them voluntold to mop up the rain. Exactly. None of the rest of that really jumps out at me. There wouldn't be like just random stacks of boxes. Oh, it's not really training dummy. More armor stand, but I do kind of like it. This is where Joe went after having his training incident. Exactly. That's a level 3 training dummy. Arrows. Although we should... Oh, crap. I just noticed something. If we're going to do this, it's kind of weird having the 5th one, right? Because then, like, somebody would need to be standing. Yeah, maybe we pull this. We move these over, and then we put like a bucket of arrows or a little like a table of, of supplies or whatever. Oops. Oh. Hold on. I grabbed the rope on accident. Why is it doing that? Stop. There, that's literally all I want is those two things. You put tables on the other side of the rope, grab your stuff, and head to the targets. Overall, agreed. I think, though, because it would be weird to have somebody standing right here throwing if that's where everybody needs to be able to walk by. And then also, then we kind of lose our, like, double entrance. I was thinking you probably want more than a 1 square wide area for, like, a whole squad to be able to filter in and out of. Oh, that's too like engineering. What we probably want, hold on, we want to get back to like miscellaneous. Oh, I don't know if I can. Good night, Enola. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out. I don't know if I can rotate the arrows. Where was that? Miscellaneous interior nature weapons? No, it wasn't under weapons. What were the arrows under? Traps. There's traps in the training ground. Where were the stinking arrows? What was I scrolling through where I found that? Obstacle course? That's actually kind of a fun idea. Scarecrow. Was it here? No, it's not miscellaneous exterior either. What was I even in where we saw that? Lights, ladders, grim, furniture, food and drink. Camping? Was it in camping? No, that's wood. Containers? Bruh. Oh, there they are. They're in crafting. You know, that's fair. That's fair. I wanted to whine about it, but that's fair. So I can't rotate on the Z-axis, though. Which is actually kind of a big bummer, now that I think of it. So I can't rotate these and, like, put them in a bucket. They'd have to be on a table or something. There's a dining table. Actually, you know, we all love a micromanager, right? Get it together, Johnston. Knocked over table is nice. If they would just let us rotate on the Z-axis, though, we could make all that kind of stuff ourselves. What is that? What table? Oh, that thing's gigantic, though. Is there... Oh, my God. That's not terrible. Wait, barrel, right? Could be a barrel. Containers is a thing, right? Where did we find that? Signs. There was totally one that had a bunch of, like, barrels and... Yeah. Where was that? And boxes and stuff. I remember commenting like, oh, it doesn't really make sense to have boxes. Container. Oh, yeah, you know, probably in alphabetical order for containers. Wow, that's gigantic. So is that? Do we have like a normal? That's a little better. What is this? Oh, it's like a broken barrel. Okay. Those would be perfect if there was just like one that was that size. That's not too bad. I think barrel would be a little better, but those barrels are gigantic. Doesn't make sense to be in like a cauldron. It's like a 5-food barrel. Your food's almost here, Mr. Mercy Streamer Dad. Don't overwork your silly butt. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna log off here in a minute because we have a Patreon stream in 2 hours, and I have to go and mail out the crowns to our subathon sovereign. They moved and they weren't ready for them for a while, but now they are. So remember, Patreon stream in 2 hours. Beep. But thank you guys so much for coming in, hanging out, and all the support today. Box looks good. Okay, we like box. I'm down with box. And I can probably even kind of... Oh, dear. They're too big for box, aren't they? Why? Why are we shooting, like, scorpion bolts? They're so big. Well, now we know why the boxes are all so big. Yeah, we'll see in a bit. Honestly, even just empty box isn't too bad. I could put other stuff, other weapons in box, but then that's just even weirder. Like, why? Oh, wait, I have it. I have it. We can take, okay, so this is actually going back to Fox's idea. We could move the ropes over. This was before we thought of box, because I didn't think table would fit here. But there could be boxes along the outside to grab stuff from. I think for now we'll leave it as open box and leave it like it is. But that's a thought for the next time that we mess with this. Cool. Thank you guys so much for being here. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate everybody coming by. Remember, Twitch, no streams on Friday or Saturday this week. There will be a stream on Sunday, though. Session 7 of the D&D videos on YouTube could very much use some love. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, give it a thumbs up, etc. We would super appreciate that. And Session 8 of the D&D will be up on this Friday. So that way you guys have something to watch while we're gone. Thank you so much. If I'm not going to see you at the Patreon stream later tonight, then I guess I will see you all on Sunday. If I'm going to see you later, then we'll see you later. As always, take care and be excellent to each other.